Hello, good day, everybody. I'm your host, Clip, the host of Cleveland Sports, but I'm coming to you live right here in Leesburg, Virginia, Loudoun County area. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I'll get you guys into the fact that Deshaun Watson has been banned for 6 games, by the way, and whether or not if he should be given a lifetime NFL ban. Now, the NFL has 3 days to make the appeal. By the way, I'll get you guys to that. Get you guys to that Deebo Samuel has agreed to a 3-year extension offer with the Niners. I'll get you guys to that. Ric Flair's last match results. The Knicks potentially accused of potential tampering involving Jason Brunson, by the way. And many other news to come, by the way, guys. That's all this for you to know. So I'm going to start things off with the big news here that DWatts has a 6-game suspension on his hands. He will miss games against the Panthers, Jets, Steelers, Falcons, Chargers, and the Pats. This is all over the fact that over the losses that he's facing. 23 losses in total were settled. 2 lawsuits are remaining, by the way. 23 out of 24 lawsuits are remaining. 2 losses are remaining, by the way, out of 25 losses were remaining. So this is all from the losses that he's facing at these massage parlors of sexual misconduct, harassment, assault, and now the NFL and NFLPA has 3 days to make the appeal. Let me tell you this right now. Deshaun Watson should have gotten the Trevor Bauer treatment. I mean, Trevor Bauer, who got banned from the MLB for sexual assault and misconduct allegations that were against him, and he only got suspended for 2 years. Deshaun Watson would be in Trevor Bauer's shoes, but he's not. So, Browns fans, livid. They're not pleased with the decision, of giving Deshaun Watson 6 games, and it's because it's not good enough. That's why. That's not good enough. Now the NFL could extend that suspension to either 14 games, 16 games, or maybe the whole season, or maybe a whole year, or even maybe a 3-year ban. Sue Robinson didn't live to his potential. Sue Robinson, who's the judge, by the way, or the officer, would have granted Deshaun Watson a lifetime NFL ban. This is on the Browns, all right? This is their fault. They know what they did. They're accountable for bringing that piece of trash who faces numerous losses, and those losses were settled, by the way. 20 losses were settled. They're responsible for bringing Deshaun Watson. That piece of trash, Deshaun Watson, Browns had no business whatsoever bringing that lunatic in. None. Because Deshaun Watson, yeah, sure, he may try to cover himself up. Sure, he may try to be innocent and deny his own allegations. The truth is, Deshaun Watson, you did these acts at massage parlors. You're under fire for that. Deshaun Watson, you are an embarrassment to yourself. You are an embarrassment to your team. You are an embarrassment to the culture. You are an embarrassment to yourself. You're an embarrassment to your colleagues, your close ones, everyone. All right? Browns fans, they don't want to see you play in the NFL ever again. Texans, they enabled you to do these heinous acts. And they're in the lawsuit, by the way. So the Browns in the lawsuit, who are not named, and that's that. That's not good. So, Deshaun Watson, you are a sick pervert. You really are. All right? You will never sit up in the NFL ever again. I pray that you get a lifetime NFL ban. But 6-game ban, that's not going to do any good. Browns fans, they're not having it. They're not. They'd rather have them banned for life. That's what they wanted. And fans never got it. This is the Browns' fault. This is on the Browns. This is their fault. They should not have granted Deshaun Watson that 5-year, $230 million offer extension and to give him an invite. That's plain ridiculous. I've said this a number of times. You cannot bring in football players. You just can't do it. And you can't give them second chances. You can't do that either. I mean, you can't make this up. You can't. Deshaun Watson, I pray that in 3 days, Deshaun Watson gets an NFL ban for life. Lifetime NFL ban. Because Deshaun Watson, if I spoke to him, I would ban him for dear life. That's what I would do. I'm sure Browns fans, they would do the same thing. Ban him for dear life. And Goodell, you better NFL, you better make the right decision to ban Deshaun Watson for life. 6 games, it's not gonna cut it. It's not. So, Deshaun Watson, your career is trash. Shows your livelihood. Like it or not, Deshaun Watson, you're lucky you didn't get that. You're not in Trevor Bauer's shoes. Because if you were, your career would be over. All right, you'd be done. So Deshaun Watson, you're trash. You should be given a lifetime NFL ban. I pray that happens in 3 days, which it must. 6 games won't do it. Now he does lose, however, 57.5 mil game checks this year. That totals up to $345K loss off his 1.35 mil base salary. So Deshaun Watson, you're going to lose a whole lot. So Deshaun Watson, you may be good on the field, but you are the biggest piece of trash in history, which you are. Some of the losses that you faced and some of the 20 losses that were settled, Deshaun Watson, you should not have come back to the NFL ever again. And I pray that you get banned for that. That's what needs to happen. And Sue Robinson, come on. And Browns fans, you deserve better. And you want an apology from Browns, you'll get your apology. You'll get it. You will. So that's all I can say about that. Now, another news I'm going to get you guys into, by the way. Deebo Samuel agreed to a 3-year extension that's worth up to $74 million, which includes $58.1 million guarantee with the Niners. Wow, that's something right there. So that's all the good news you got to know about that. Another time, by the way, I'm going to get you guys into Ric Flair's last match results, what really went down. Mostly Machine Guns defeat the Wolves. Killer Cross defeats Dave Boy Smith Jr. Gresham defeats Allen Angels. Konosuke Takashita and Nick Wayne turn a title opportunity at the Progress title. Horseman of Brian Pillman Jr. and Brock Anderson, they defeat Rock and Roll Express. Ray Phoenix defeats Bandito, Laredo Kid, and Black Taurus. Josh Alexander retains the Impact title by DQ, by the way, after Cardona, Myers, and Mark Schilling interfere in the match, by the way. But DDP, you know, he gave Matt Cardona the diamond cutter. That's all you got to know about that. So that's how it went down. Also, guys, the Briscoes, they defeated Devon Eriks. Jordan Grace retains the knockout side, but you will see her take on Mia Yim this month at Emergence, by the way. And also, Nature Boy Ric Flair and Andrade El Idolo, they defeated Jay Lethal and Double J, Jeff, JARRET, Jeff Jarrett, by the way, who you saw this past week at SummerSlam, supposed to guest ref. So Nature, Ric Flair, and Andrade, they defeated Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett last night, guys. So it's an amazing match. Loved it. Hats off to Nature, Ric Flair. Hats off to, Andrade, put on a show out there for the fans, for the vloggers, for everybody out there. So those results in Ric Flair's last matchup. That's all the news you gotta know about that. And also forgot, Mance Warner wins the Bunkhouse Battle Royal, and Narita defeats Yuya Uemora. So check that out, guys. That's all the news you need to know about that. Also, guys, another news I want to get you guys into, by the way. The Knicks were potentially accused of potential tampering involving free agent Jason Brunson, by the way, who did send an offer with the Knicks, by the way. That teams, they're not allowed to contact an agent or a player discussing offers, by the way, prior to June 30th, 2 months ago. Now, Jalen's dad, Rick Brunson, is the Knicks assistant, by the way. So that's clear violation of the CBA. Also got some other news here I want to get you guys into, by the way, that Peyton Manning's going to be hosting the 2022 CMA Awards November 9th, by the way, along with Luke Bryan. So, what that is for him. Also, guys, another news that the Yanks, they get Scott Efros in exchange for Hayden Wesneski. And also, guys, another news that Jake Bailey agrees to a 4-year, $14 million offer with the Pats. The offer runs through 2025 season, including a $6.5 million fully guaranteed. And also, this news here, guys, that Josh Hader goes to the Padres for Taylor Rogers, Robert Gasol, Estoy Ruiz, and Denelson Lamet. So, your thoughts about that, bro? I will address sponsor. I'm sure that's all it is you need to know about that. And also, guys, this news here, be sure to catch the fallout of SummerSlam tonight on Monday Night Raw. And it is being reported, by the way, that Sasha Banks and Naomi could be coming back by tonight, by the way. Now, this is all stemmed after Sasha Banks and Naomi walked out, vacated the women's tag team titles, by the way, and got suspended and got suspended indefinitely, by the way, for sure, because they wouldn't participate in the six-pack challenge, by the way. So, Sasha Banks and Naomi, they did walk out on the, for sure. And it's being reported they could be coming back by tonight and to explain their actions. So let me know in the comment section about that. You think they're going to come back tonight on Monday Night Raw during the SummerSlam Fallout? Let me know about that. Be sure to catch SummerSlam Fallout tonight, guys, on Monday Night Raw. You can also catch Control, who's a new faction who you saw at SummerSlam of Bayley, Io Sky, formerly known as Io Shirai, and Dakota Kai, who was released this past April. So you'll catch them tonight as Monday Night Raw as well. So be sure to check that out, guys. And you'll also be sure to catch a Brewer Edge as well. So let me know about that. I will just respond to sure, buddy. And also some other news here I want to get you guys into, by the way. I want to say brother wishes out to Chuck D, Jason Momoa, Coolio, Leon Thomas III, Symphonique Miller, Elijah Kelly, Adam Jones, Ayla Rose, FG Famous, Austin Rivers, Ward Williams, Madison Bumgarner, Liani, Han, Yoshitatsu, Devon Dudley, Jay Shroom, Valerie Ortiz, Amelia Rose, Mike Smith, Mike Wallace, Richard Whiten, Jay Starr, and Seth of King of Fighters. So send them all your birthday wishes. Shout out Twitter. Please be sure to do so on that. And that's all there is you need to know. And that's all there is I could say. All right, ladies, that's going to do it right there for the Khalil Dival Sports Board. Please be sure you always like to subscribe to the Khalil Dival Sports Board YouTube channel on Facebook page by any and all means necessary. Send me your comments with your thoughts on DWatts being banned 6 games, by the way. You think Deshaun Watson should be given a lifetime NFL ban? Let me know about that. And the NFL and the NFLPA, they have 3 days to make the appeal, by the way, guys. So you think Deshaun Watson should be granted a lifetime NFL ban? Let me know about that. Your thoughts on Peyton Manning hosting the CMA Awards November 9th with Luke Bryan? Let me know about that. Your thoughts on Deebo Samuel agreeing to a 3-year extension worth $74 million, including $58.1 million guaranteed. Let me know about that. I'll just want to share, buddy. Also, guys, those Ric Flair's last match results. Let me know about that. With us, Ric Flair, Andrade getting the big win last night. Let me know about that. Also, send your brother wishes out to Chuck D, Jason Momoa, Coolio, Leon Thomas III, Symphonique, Ayla Rose, Madison Bumgarner, Leona Henny, Mike Wallace, Richard Whiten, Jay Starr. So, what are your thoughts about that? Also, guys, be sure to use the hashtag rest in peace, Bill Russell, as he was deceased yesterday at 88, 11-time All-Star, icon, legend, Hall of Famer, 2-time Hall of Famer as a player and a coach, Olympic gold medalist, which he was, civil rights activist. So, be sure to do so on that, everybody. That's all the news you got to know about that. Catch the follow Monday Night Raw tonight. Catch the follow of SummerSlam tonight, Monday Night Raw. And catch the follow of SummerSlam on SmackDown on Friday. Check that out, guys. I'll be back for breaking news. Times level leads too much to a whole lot more than the Khalil Dival Sports Report. Everything sports related. And you got to know that's all I can say. Take care, you guys. You guys have a good day. Please be safe with that. Bye-bye.